Good evening, and welcome to Footnotes Folly. I am Professor Reginald St. John Pemberton, and tonight we leave the Romans for a while and ride north into the mist and blood of medieval Scotland, for the greatest of Shakespeare's tragedies, Macbeth. We give you the whole play, complete and unabridged, rendered into clear modern English so that not a turn of the plot escapes you, though I promise you the most famous lines will ring out as Shakespeare wrote them. The plain rendering and the asides are my own. This is part 1, Acts 1 and 2. It begins where all the best horrors do, with 3 witches on a blasted heath, and a prophecy whispered to a brave and loyal soldier that he shall be king. Watch how that single thought, fed by a wife more ruthless than himself, works in Macbeth like a slow poison, until on a dark and terrible night he murders his sleeping king and his own soul together. Few things in all of literature are as frightening as a good man talking himself into a crime. Let us begin.
Thunder and lightning. 3 witches enter in an open place. When shall the 3 of us meet again? In thunder, lightning, or rain? When the uproar is over, when the battle has been lost and won. That will be before sunset. Where shall the place be? On the heath. There we will meet Macbeth. I am coming, Graymalkin. Haddock calls. At once. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Let us hover through the fog and filthy air. They leave. An alarm sounds within. At a camp near for us, King Duncan enters with Malcolm, Donalbain, Lennox, and attendants. They meet a bleeding captain. Who is that bloody man? From the look of his condition, he can give us the latest news of the revolt. This is the sergeant who, like a good and hardened soldier, fought to keep me from being captured. Hail, brave friend. Tell the king what you know of the battle, exactly as it stood when you left it. It hung in doubt, like 2 exhausted swimmers clinging to each other and choking the skill that should save them. Merciless MacDonald, worthy of being called a rebel, since every kind of natural villainy seems to swarm in him, was reinforced from the Western Isles with kerns and gallow-glasses. Fortune smiled on his damned cause like a rebel's whore. But all that was too weak for brave Macbeth, who well deserves that name, scorned fortune. With his brandished steel, smoking from bloody execution, like valor's favorite, he carved his way forward until he faced the slave. He neither shook hands with him nor said farewell before he split him open from the navel to the jaws, and fixed his head upon our battlements. O valiant cousin! Worthy gentleman! But just as storms that wreck ships and dreadful thunder can break from the place where the sun first begins to shine, so from the very source where comfort seemed to come, new trouble swelled. Mark this, King of Scotland, mark it. No sooner had justice, armed with courage, forced those skipping kerns to truss their heels and run, than the Norwegian lord, seeing his advantage with fresh, polished weapons and new supplies of men, began another assault. Did this not frighten our captains, Macbeth and Banquo? Yes, as much as sparrows frighten eagles, or a hare frightens a lion. If I speak truth, I must report that they were like cannons overloaded with double charges. So they struck the enemy with redoubled blows again and again. Unless they meant to bathe in steaming wounds or make another Golgotha remembered, I cannot tell. But I am faint, my wounds cry out for help. Your words suit you as well as your wounds do, both taste of honor. Go, get him surgeons. The captain exits attended. Ross and Angus enter. Who comes here? The worthy Thane of Ross. What haste shows in his eyes! A man who seems about to speak strange things should look like that. God save the king! Where have you come from, worthy Thane? From Fife, great king, where the Norwegian banners mock the sky and chill our people as they wave over them. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, helped by that most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor, began a grim battle. Then Bellona's bridegroom, wrapped in tested armor, confronted him as his equal, point against point, rebel arm against loyal arm, checking his reckless spirit. To conclude, the victory fell to us. Great happiness. Now Sweno, the Norway's king, begs for terms. We would not even grant burial for his men, until he paid $10,000 at St. Colmy's Inch for our common use. The Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our deepest trust no more. Go, announce his immediate death, and greet Macbeth with his former title. I will see it done. What he has lost, noble Macbeth has won. They all leave. Thunder sounds. The 3 witches enter on a heath. Where have you been, sister? Killing pigs. And you, sister, where were you? A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap and munched and munched and munched. Give me some, I said. Get away, witch! Half-fed wretch cried. Her husband has gone to Aleppo, master of the Tiger, but I will sail there in a sieve, and like a rat without a tail, I will do, and I will do. I will give you a wind. You are kind. And I will give you another. I have all the other winds myself, and the very ports they blow to, every quarter known on the sailor's chart. I will drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall not rest by night or day upon the roof of his eyelids. He shall live like a cursed man. For 9 times 9 weary weeks he shall waste away, grow thin and pine. Though his ship cannot be lost, it shall be tossed by storms. Look what I have. Show me, show me. Here I have a pilot's thumb, wrecked as he was coming home. A drum sounds within. A drum, a drum. Macbeth is coming. The weird sisters, hand in hand, swift travelers over sea and land, go round and round like this, 3 times for yours, and 3 times for mine, and 3 times more to make up 9. Quiet. The charm is wound up. Macbeth and Banquo enter. I have never seen a day so foul and yet so fair. How far do they say it is to for us? What are these creatures, so withered and so wild in what they wear, that they do not look like inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it? Are you alive, or are you something a man may question? You seem to understand me, for each of you at once lays a cracked finger on her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards keep me from taking you for women. Speak if you can. What are you? All hail Macbeth. Hail to you, Thane of Glamis. All hail Macbeth. Hail to you, Thane of Cawdor. All hail Macbeth, who shall be king hereafter. Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear words that sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantasies or truly what you appear to be? You greet my noble companion with his present title, and with great predictions of noble rank and royal hope, so that he seems carried away by them. You say nothing to me. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, then speak to me, who neither beg for your favor nor fear your hate. Hail! 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 Less than Macbeth and greater. Not so fortunate, yet much more fortunate. You shall father kings, though you will be none yourself. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo and Macbeth, all hail. Stay you unfinished speakers. Tell me more. By Sybil's death I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how am I Thane of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king is no more within the reach of belief than to be Cawdor. Tell me where you learned this strange knowledge, or why, on this blasted heath, you stop us with such a prophetic greeting. Speak, I command you. The witches vanish. The earth has bubbles, just as water has, and these must have been some of them. Where have they vanished? Into the air, and what seemed solid melted like breath into the wind. I wish they had stayed. Were such things really here as we are speaking of? Or have we eaten some mad root that takes reason prisoner? Your children shall be kings. You shall be king. Thane of Cawdor too. Was that not how it went? In exactly the same tone and words. Who is this? Ross and Angus enter. The king has gladly received, Macbeth, the news of your success. When he reads of your personal courage in the rebels' fight, wonder and praise struggle in him over which should belong to you or to him. Silenced by that, he looks over the rest of that same day and finds you among the strong Norwegian ranks, unafraid of the strange images of death that you yourself had made. Messenger followed messenger as thick as a tale can be told, and everyone carried praise of you for the great defense of his kingdom and poured it down before him. We are sent to give you thanks from our royal master, only to bring you before him, not to reward you fully. And as a pledge of greater honor he ordered me in his name to call you Thane of Cawdor. With that new title hail, most worthy Thane, for it is yours. What? Can the devil speak truth? The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes? The man who was Thane still lives, but under a heavy judgment he bears a life he deserves to lose. Whether he joined with those of Norway, or secretly supported the rebel with hidden help and advantage, or worked with both for his country's ruin, I do not know. But acts of capital treason, confessed and proved, have overthrown him. Glamis and Thane of Cawdor, the greatest title is still to come. Thank you for your trouble. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those who gave me the Thane of Cawdor promised no less to them? If you trust that completely, it might inflame you toward the crown as well as the title Thane of Cawdor. But this is strange. Often, to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us truths. They win us with honest trifles, only to betray us in matters of deepest consequence. Cousins, a word with you, I pray. 2 truths have been told, happy prologues to the swelling act of the royal theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural urging cannot be evil, it cannot be good. If it is evil, why has it given me a pledge of success, beginning in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If it is good, why do I give in to that thought whose horrible image makes my hair stand up and my settled heart pound against my ribs, against the course of nature? Present dangers are less terrible than these dreadful imaginings. My thought, whose murder is still only imaginary, shakes my whole human being so hard that action is smothered in speculation, and nothing is real to me except what is not. Look how our partner is entranced. If chance will have me king, then chance may crown me without my stirring. New honors come upon him like strange clothes. They do not fit their shape until use helps them settle. Come what may, time and the hour run through the roughest day. Worthy Macbeth, we wait on your convenience. Forgive me. My dull brain was troubled by forgotten things. Kind gentlemen, your efforts are written where every day I turn the page to read them. Let us go toward the king. Think about what has happened, and when we have had more time, after the interval has waited, let us speak our hearts freely to one another. Very gladly. Until then, enough. Come, friends. They exit. A flourish sounds. Duncan enters with Malcolm, Donalbain, Lennox, and attendants. Has Cawdor been executed? Have the men appointed to carry it out not returned yet? My lord, they have not yet come back. But I have spoken with someone who saw him die. He He reported that Cawdor freely confessed his treasons, begged your highness's pardon, and showed deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him so well as the way he left it. He died like a man who had rehearsed his death, throwing away the dearest thing he owned as if it were some careless trifle. There is no skill by which one can rid a man's mind in his face. He was a gentleman in whom I placed complete trust. Macbeth, Banquo, Ross, and Angus enter. O worthiest cousin! The guilt of my ingratitude was weighing on me even now. You have gone so far ahead that the swiftest wing of reward is slow to catch you. I wish you had deserved less, so that the measure of thanks and payment might have been within my power. All I have left to say is this: more is due to you than even more than all I have can pay. The service and loyalty I owe repay themselves in the doing. Your highness's part is to receive our duties, and our duties are to your throne and state as children and servants are bound to be. We only do what we should when we do everything that protects your love and honor. Welcome here. I have begun to plant you, and I will work to make you grow to fullness. Noble Banquo, you have deserved no less, and it must be known that you have done no less. Let me embrace you and hold you to my heart. If I grow there, the harvest is yours. My overflowing joys, wild with their own fullness, try to hide themselves in tears. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and all of you whose places stand nearest to us know this: we will settle our estate upon our eldest son, Malcolm, whom from now on we name the Prince of Cumberland. This honor will not be given to him alone. Signs of nobility, like stars, shall shine on all who deserve them. From here we go to Inverness, and bind ourselves still further to you. Any rest would be labor if it were not used in your service. I will go ahead myself as your messenger, and make my wife joyful with the news of your approach. So I humbly take my leave. My worthy Cawdor. The Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must either fall down or leap over, for it lies in my way. Stars, hide your fires. Let no light see my black and deep desires. Let the eye shut itself to what the hand does, yet let that thing be done which the eye, once it is done, would fear to look upon. Macbeth exits. True worthy Banquo. He is just as valiant, and I feast on his praises. They are a banquet to me. Let us follow him, whose care has gone ahead to welcome us. He is a peerless kinsman. A flourish sounds. All exit. Lady Macbeth enters, reading a letter. They met me on the day of victory, and I have learned by the most certain report that they possess more than mortal knowledge. When I burned with desire to question them further, they turned themselves into air and vanished into it. While I stood absorbed in wonder, messengers came from the king, greeting me as Thane of Cawdor, the very title by which the weird sisters had already hailed me. They pointed me toward what time would bring, saying, "Hail, king that shall be." I thought it right to tell you this, my dearest partner in greatness, so that you would not lose the joy owed to you by being ignorant of the greatness promised to you. Lay it to your heart, and farewell. Glum as you are in Cawdor, and you shall be what you were promised. Yet I fear your nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to take the nearest way. You would be great, you are not without ambition, but you lack the wickedness that should go with it. What you desire highly, you would have honorably. You would not play false, yet you would wrongly win. You would have great glamis, the thing that cries, "This is what you must do if you would have me," and yet that very act you fear to do more than you wish it left undone. Hurry here, so that I may pour my spirit into your ear, and with the courage of my tongue, drive away everything that keeps you from the golden crown which fate and supernatural aid seem ready to crown you with. A messenger enters. What news do you bring? The king comes here tonight. You are mad to say it. Is not your master with him? If this were true, he would have sent word so we could prepare. If it please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows outran him, and almost dead for breath, scarcely had enough left to deliver his message. See that he is cared for. He brings great news. The messenger exits. The raven himself is hoarse from croaking Duncan's fatal entrance under my battlements. Come, you spirits that attend on murderous thoughts, strip me of womanhood here, and fill me from crown to toe, completely full with the fiercest cruelty. Thicken my blood. Block every path and passage to remorse, so that no compassionate stirrings of nature can shake my deadly purpose or make peace between the intention and the act. Come to my woman's breasts and turn my milk to gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your invisible forms you wait upon nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and wrap yourself in the darkest smoke of hell, so that my sharp knife cannot see the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of darkness to cry, "Stop, stop!" Macbeth enters. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the future greeting. Your letters have carried me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel the future in this very moment. My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight. And when does he leave? Tomorrow, as he intends. Oh, that tomorrow's sun shall never see. Your face, my Thane, is like a book in which men may read strange matters. To deceive the time, look like the time. Carry welcome in your eye, your hand, and your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent underneath it. The man who is coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my hands. That act will give sovereign rule and mastery to all our nights and days to come. We will speak further. Only keep your face clear. To change your expression is always to show fear. Leave all the rest to me. They exit. Voice sound. Servants of Macbeth attend. Duncan enters with Malcolm, Donalbain, Banquo, Lennox, Macduff, Ross, Angus, and attendants. This castle stands in a pleasant place. The air moves lightly and sweetly, and offers itself kindly to our senses. This summer guest, the martlet that loves to nest near holy places, proves by making its beloved home here that the breath of heaven smells inviting in this place. There is no projecting ledge, carved frieze, buttress, or convenient corner where this bird has not hung its bed and cradle for breeding. Wherever these birds breed and gather most, I have noticed the air is delicate. Lady Macbeth enters. Look, our honored hostess. The love that follows us can sometimes trouble us, yet we still thank it because it is love. In this I teach you how you should ask God to reward you for your pains, and how you should thank us for the trouble we bring you. All our service, in every part done twice, and then doubled again, would still be a poor and simple effort beside the deep and broad honours with which your Majesty burdens our house. For your former favours, and for the new dignities added to them, we remain your constant servants in prayer. Where is the Thane of Cawdor? We followed close behind him, intending to arrive before him and prepare the way, but he rides well. His great love, sharp as a spur, has helped him reach home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight. Your servants always hold themselves, what belongs to them, and all they possess as an account to be settled whenever your highness pleases, and all to be returned as your own. Give me your hand. Lead me to my host. We love him dearly, and will continue to show him our favor. With your leave, hostess. They exit. Hot blaze sound and torches burn. A sewer and several servants pass through with dishes and service. Then Macbeth enters. If it were finished as soon as it was done, then it would be best to do it quickly. If the assassination could net up all consequence, and with Duncan's death catch success, if this one blow could be the whole matter and the end of it here, only here on this shallow bank of time, then we would risk the life to come. But in such cases we still face judgment here. We only teach bloody lessons, and once taught, they return to torment the teacher. Even-headed justice offers the ingredients of our poison cup back to our own lips. Duncan is here in double trust. First, I am his kinsman and his subject, both strong reasons against the deed. Then, I am his host, who should shut the door against his murderer, not carry the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan has used his powers so gently, and has been so pure in his great office, that his virtues will plead like trumpet, waste angels against the deep damnation of murdering him. Pity, like a naked newborn child riding the storm, or like heaven's cherubim mounted on the invisible messengers of the air, will blow the horrible deed into every eye until tears drown the wind. I have no spur to drive my purpose on, only vaulting ambition, which leaps too far and falls on the other side. Lady Macbeth enters. What now? What news? He has almost finished supper. Why did you leave the chamber? Has he asked for me? Do you not know he has? We will go no further in this business. He has honored me lately, and I have won golden opinions from all kinds of people. Those honors should be worn now while they are fresh and shining, not thrown aside so soon. Was the hope you dress yourself in drunk? Has it slept since then? And does it wake now, looking so green and pale at the thing it once faced so freely? From now on, that is how I will judge your love. Are you afraid to be as bold in action and courage as you are in desire? Would you have what you think is the ornament of life, and yet live as a coward in your own eyes, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the proverb? Please be quiet. I dare do everything proper for a man. Whoever dares do more is no man. What beast was it then that made you tell me of this plan? When you dared to do it, then you were a man, and by becoming more than what you were, you would be that much more a man. Neither time nor place suited us then, yet you would have made them both. Now they have made themselves ready, and their very fitness unmakes you. I have nursed a child, and know how tender it is to love the baby that feeds from me. Yet while it was smiling in my face, I would have torn my nipple from its boneless gums and smashed its brains out, if I had sworn to do it as you have sworn to do this. What if we should fail? We fail? Tighten your courage to the fixed point, and we will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, which his hard day's journey will strongly invite him to be, I will overcome his two chamberlains with wine and revelry so completely that memory, the guard of the brain, will become only vapor, and the vessel of reason only a distilling pot. When their drenched bodies lie in piggish sleep, as if in death, what can you and I not do to the unguarded Duncan? What can we not lay upon his sodden officers, who will bear the guilt of our great killing? Bear only male children, for your fearless spirit should make nothing but men. When we have marked those two sleeping men of his chamber with blood, and used their own daggers, will it not be accepted that they have done it? Who would dare accept it otherwise, once we make our grief and outcry roar over his death? I am resolved, and I bend every part of my body toward this terrible act. Come away, and deceive the time with the fairest appearance. A false face must hide what the false heart knows. They exit. Banquo enters with Fleance, who carries a torch before him. How far is the night gone, boy? The moon is down. I have not heard the clock. And it goes down at 12. I think it is later, sir. Here, take my sword. Heaven is being thrifty tonight, all its candles are out. Take this as well. Heaviness lies on me like lead, and yet I do not want to sleep. Merciful powers, hold back in me the cursed thoughts that nature lets loose when we are at rest. Macbeth enters with a servant carrying a torch. Give me my sword. Who is there? A friend. What, sir, not yet in bed? The king is asleep. He has been in unusually good spirits, and has given generous gifts to your household. He sends this diamond to your wife, greeting her as a most kind hostess, and has gone to rest in boundless contentment. Because we were unprepared, our desire to serve him was limited by what we lacked, otherwise it would have acted freely. All is well. I dreamed last night of the 3 weird sisters. They have shown some truth to you. I do not think of them. Yet when we can ask an hour to serve us, I would spend it in some words about that matter if you would give the time. Whenever it best suits you. If you will stand with my plan, when the time comes, it will bring you honor. So long as I lose no honor in trying to increase it, and keep my conscience free and my loyalty clear, I will listen to your counsel. Rest well till then. Thank you, sir. The same to you. Banquo and Fleance leave. Go tell your mistress that when my drink is ready she should strike the bell. Then get to bed. The servant leaves. Is this a dagger I see before me, its handle turned toward my hand? Come, let me grasp you. I do not have you, and yet I still see you. Are you not fatal vision, as real to touch as you are to sight? Or are you only a dagger of the mind, a false creation rising from a fevered brain? I still see you, as solid in shape as this one I now draw. You guide me along the way I was going, and show the very instrument I meant to use. My eyes are either made fools by my other senses, or else are worth more than all the rest. I still see you, and now, on your blade and handle, drops of blood appear that were not there before. There is no such thing. It is this bloody business that shapes itself before my eyes. Now over half the world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams disturb curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, warned by his watchman, the wolf, whose howl marks the hour, moves with stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides, toward his purpose like a ghost. You sure and firmly planted earth, do not hear my steps or know which way they walk, for fear your very stones will speak of where I am and strip away the present horror of the time, which suits the deed so well. While I threaten, he lives. Words breathe too coldly on the heat of action. A bell rings. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Do not hear it, Duncan, for it is a death bell that summons you to heaven or to hell. Macbeth leaves. Lady Macbeth enters. What made them drunk has made me bold. What put out their senses has set fire to mine. Listen. Quiet. It was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman giving the harshest good night. He is doing it now. The doors are open, and the overgrooms mock their duty with snores. I drugged their drinks so deeply that death and nature are fighting over them, whether they live or die. From within. Who's there? Whoa! Alas, I am afraid they have awakened, and it is not done. The attempt without the deed would ruin us. Listen. I laid their daggers ready, he could not miss them. If Duncan had not looked like my father as he slept, I would have done it myself. My husband. Macbeth enters. I have done the deed. Did you not hear a noise? I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did you speak? When? Just now. As I came down? Yes. Listen. Who lies in the second chamber? Donalbain. This is a dreadful sight. He looks at his hands. A foolish thought, to call it a dreadful sight. One laughed in his sleep, and one cried, murder, so that they woke each other. I stood and heard them. They said their prayers, settled themselves again, and went back to sleep. There are 2 lodged together. One cried, God bless us, and the other, Amen, as if they had seen me with these executioners' hands. Listening to their fear, I could not say Amen when they said, God bless us. Do not think about it so deeply. But why could I not pronounce Amen? I needed blessing most, and Amen stuck in my throat. Deeds like these must not be thought about in this way, or it will drive us mad. I thought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth murders sleep, innocent sleep, sleep that mends the tangled thread of care, the death of each day's life, the bath for aching labor, balm for wounded minds, nature's second course, the chief nourishment at life's feast. What do you mean? It still cried, sleep no more, through all the house. Glamis has murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more. Who was it that cried that? Why, worthy Thane, you weaken your noble strength by thinking so sickly about things. Go get some water and wash this filthy evidence from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them back and smear the sleeping grooms with blood. I will go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. I dare not look on it again. Weak in purpose. Give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are only like pictures. Only a child's eye fears a painted devil. If Duncan bleeds, I will gild the faces of the grooms with it, for it must seem to be their guilt. Lady Macbeth leaves. Knocking sounds within. Where is that knocking coming from? What is happening to me that every noise terrifies me? What hands are these? Ha, they tear out my eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No. This hand of mine would sooner turn the countless seas red, making the green water one vast stain of blood. Lady Macbeth returns. My hands are the same color as yours, but I would be ashamed to carry a heart so pale. I hear knocking at the south entry. Let us go back to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy it is then. Your firmness has abandoned you. Listen, more knocking. Put on your nightgown in case we are called and someone sees we have been awake. Do not sink so miserably into your thoughts. To know what I have done, it would be best not to know myself. Wake Duncan with your knocking. I wish you could. They leave. A porter enters. Knocking sounds from within. Now that is real knocking. If a man were porter at Hell's Gate, he would have plenty of turning the key to do. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here is a farmer who hanged himself because he expected high prices from a good harvest. Come in at the right time. Keep plenty of handkerchiefs about you, for you will sweat here. Knock, knock. Who is there in the other devil's name? By my faith, here is a double talker, one who could swear on both sides of a case against either side, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not double talk his way into heaven. Come in, double talker. Knock, knock, knock. Who is there? By my faith, here is an English tailor come here for stealing cloth from a pair of French breeches. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never a moment's peace. Who are you? This place is too cold for hell. I will play devil, porter no further. I had meant to let in some from every profession, all those who take the flower-strewn road to the everlasting bonfire. Coming, coming. Please remember the porter. He opens the gate. Macduff and Lennox enter. Was it so late, friend, before you went to bed, that you lie sleeping so late? Faith, sir, we were drinking until the second cockcrow, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of 3 things. What 3 things does drink especially provoke? Why, sir, a red nose, sleep, and urine. As for lust, sir, drink provokes it and unprovokes it. It stirs up the desire, but takes away the performance. So too much drink may be called a double talker with lust. It makes him, and it spoils him. It urges him on, and pulls him back. It persuades him, and discourages him. It makes him stand to it, and not stand to it. In the end, it talks him into sleep, gives him the lie, and leaves him. I believe drink gave you the lie last night. It did, sir, right in my throat, but I paid it back for that lie. And though it was too strong for me, and at times swept my legs from under me, still I managed to throw it off. Is your master awake? Macbeth enters. Our knocking has awakened him. Here he comes. Good morning, noble sir. Good morning to you both. Is the king awake, worthy Thane? Not yet. He ordered me to call on him early. I have almost missed the hour. I will bring you to him. I know this is a welcome trouble to you, but it is trouble all the same. Labor we take pleasure in cures pain. This is the door. I will be so bold as to call, since that is the service laid on me. Macduff exits. Does the king leave here today? He does. He arranged it so. The night has been wild. Where we slept, our chimneys were blown down, and people say there were laments in the air, strange screams of death, and terrible voices prophesying dreadful upheaval and confused events newly born for this sorrowful time. The dark bird cried out all night long. Some say the earth was feverish and shook. It was a rough night. In my young memory, I cannot match it with another. Macduff enters. Oh, horror, horror, horror! Neither tongue nor heart can imagine or name you. What is the matter? Confusion has now made its masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder has broken open the Lord's anointed temple and stolen from it the life of the building. What are you saying? The life? Do you mean His Majesty? Go to the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Do not ask me to speak. Look, and then speak for yourselves. Macbeth and Lennox exit. Awake, awake! Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason. Banquo and Donalbain. Malcolm! Awake! Shake off this soft sleep, this likeness of death, and look on death itself. Up, up, and see the image of the great judgment day. Malcolm! Banquo! Rise as if from your graves, and walk like spirits to bear witness to this horror. The alarm bell rings. Lady Macbeth enters. What is happening, that such a hideous trumpet summons the sleepers of the house to conference? Speak, speak. Oh, gentle lady, what I could say is not for you to hear. The very telling of it, falling into a woman's ear, would kill as it fell. Banquo enters. Oh, Banquo, Banquo! Our royal master is murdered. Alas, what grief! What in our house? Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I beg you contradict yourself and say it is not so. Macbeth and Lennox enter with Ross. If I had died only an hour before this event, I would have lived a blessed life, for from this instant there is nothing serious in human life. Everything is a trifle. Honor and grace are dead. The wine of life has been drawn away, and only the dregs are left in this vault to boast of. Malcolm and Donalbain enter. What is wrong? You are, and you do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped, the very source of it is stopped. Your royal father is murdered. Oh, by whom? Those in his chamber seemed to have done it. Their hands and faces were marked all over with blood. So were their daggers, which we found unwiped upon their pillows. They stared wildly and were distracted. No man's life could have been trusted with them. Oh, yet I repent of my fury that I killed them. Why did you do that? Who can be wise, astonished, calm and furious, loyal and impartial, all in one moment? No one. The speed of my violent love outran reason, which would have paused. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his gashed wounds looked like a breach in nature made for ruin to enter and waste everything. There lay the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers indecently clothed in blood. Who could hold back if he had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make that love known? Help me away from here! Look to the lady. Why are we holding our tongues, when this matter most belongs to us? What should be spoken here, where our fate, hidden in a tiny hole, may rush out and seize us? Let us go. Our tears are not ready yet, nor is our strong sorrow ready to move. Look to the lady. Lady Macbeth is carried out. And when we have covered our naked weaknesses, which suffer in the cold, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work, to understand it further. Fears and doubts shake us. I stand in the great hand of God, and from there I will fight against the hidden purpose of treasonous malice. And so will I. So will all of us. Let us quickly put on clothes fit for men and meet together in the hall. We are content. All exit except Malcolm and Donalbain. What will you do? Let us not join with them. Showing the sorrow one does not feel is a task a false man performs easily. I will go to England. I will go to Ireland. Our separate fortunes will keep us both safer. Where we are now, there are daggers and men's smiles. The nearer in blood, the nearer bloody. This murderous arrow that has been shot has not yet landed, and our safest course is to get out of its aim. So to horse, and let us not be delicate about taking leave, but slip away. There is justification in the theft that steals itself away, when no mercy is left. They exit.
And there we will pause. The deed is done, Duncan is dead, his sons are fled, and Macbeth has the crown he murdered for, and already he is learning the oldest lesson of the usurper, that the throne he stole gives him no peace, only fear. Next time, in part 2, the blood begets more blood, an old friend marked for death, a ghost at a banquet, and a return to the witches for prophecies that will damn him by telling him the truth. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.